Today on Board Game Coffee Espresso, we're getting downright cubicle with Tesseract from Smirk and Dagger Games. Let's do this.
Vincent, get back here this instant! Oh,
Thank you. Oh, I love you too. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. Thank you.
Tesseract is a 1 to 4 player cooperative dice manipulation puzzler that's brain-burny fun for the whole family. And I can't emphasize how bang on all those descriptors are. This has got to be one of the most cooperative co-op games I have ever played. And dice manipulation? Pfft, it's the blood that keeps this cube spinning. If cubes actually needed blood, that is, because they don't. But you know what? You know what? It doesn't matter. Your goal in Tesseract is to fill all the spaces on this containment board before the last cube is taken off the turntable, or 7 breaches occur due to whatever's happening here, but we'll get to that in just a bit. Now, the way you get the little baby cubes from the big mama cube to the containment board is by bringing them to your lab first in order to build up sets and runs. But here's the catch. All the cubes in your sets and runs must either be all different colors or all the same color. Then, once you've done that, take one of the cubes from that set or run, fill up the matching space on the containment board, and voila, progress. To help you do what's gotta be done, each player is assigned a researcher with a unique passive ability that's always on, and a second ability that you'll have to activate to use, both of which are very helpful. You'll also be able to get your hands on these research cards that have a variety of extremely useful abilities for you to use on your turn. Speaking of turns, on your turn you can perform 3 of 6 available actions in any order you like. You can remove dice from the Tesseract and add it to your individual lab, adjust the dice in your lab or primed area up or down 1 tick, transfer a cube from your lab to another player's lab or vice versa, with their permission of course. Or you can take a study action to trade in one of your research cards for a higher level research card. And if you have a set or run ready to go, you can take a cube from that set or run and place it in the matching space on the containment board. Oh, and you also get the option of activating your researcher's unique action. And I can't stress this enough, these unique actions are very helpful, and you're going to need to make the most of them if you're going to succeed. Now, while you and your team are out there taking cubes, containing them, and overall busting brain cells to defuse this whole Tesseract situation, the Tesseract itself is fighting back. Well, fighting back in the same way a ticking clock fights back before everything goes boom. You see, at the end of each player's turn, the Tesseract dumps its lowest cube, rolls it, and primes it for Boomtown. And if this ever results in 3 or more cubes of the same value lined up like this, well then, you got yourself a breach. And if this breach tracker ever reaches 7, you're done, finished on a train to Losertown. So make sure you keep this area under control using the abilities made available to you. But which abilities to use, when to use them, and how, well, that's for you to figure out on your own. And figuring is half the fun. As you chip away at the Tesseract, you'll eventually reveal one of these event tiles hiding underneath. And none of them are good, because all of them are geared toward getting the Tesseract to a win condition sooner, by either removing cubes, hence speeding up the timer, or increasing the chances of a breach, and in most cases, both. Okay, so the events hidden under the Tesseract aren't great for you, but as players, you're not entirely helpless. You already know about the researcher abilities and the research cards, both very helpful. But I bet you didn't know about the containment cards, did you? Well, that's fair. I didn't actually tell you about them yet. As you fill up the columns on the containment board, you unlock powerful one-time abilities that anyone can use one time. And these powerful abilities are randomly chosen at the start of each game, which adds a nice bit of variety. Oh, and if you fill an entire row, you get to put a destroyed cube back on the Tesseract. And remember, all these character abilities, research cards, superpowered containment cards, all of it is useful. So make sure to take advantage of it if you want to win. And that's it. If this sounds like a game you'd be interested in, check out Tesseract from Smirk and Dagger on Kickstarter. Thanks for joining us. If you like this video and you want to see more, subscribe to our channel. It's the best way to keep up to date with everything we do here at Board Game Coffee. But if you want to see more right now, we got plenty of videos to choose from. And if that's not enough, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee. And remember, have fun, keep gaming, be social. See you next week.